Good morning, lovelies. It is the start of the week. It is lovely, lovely Monday. It's nice and brisk and a little cold in Melbourne, but that's okay. We need to get ready. So after the sales on the weekend, I've got a few parcels to send out. And then, of course, I'm also going to be sending out some to my Patreons. There's a few Patreons on the two higher members listings. And basically what happens is they get a gift once a month, which I've just bought that one in. So that's a little exciting. So we're going to send a couple things to them, including one of my new shampoo bars, so they can try it out and see what they actually think for themselves. So anyway, I'm going to send that one out today, and it doesn't matter what country you live in, I'm still going to send you a freebie, which is really, really lovely, isn't it? I've also got to do some shrink wrapping on my bath bombs that I've done on the weekend, and I am still testing one of my new candles. So let me flip the camera around so you can see something more exciting than just me, and let's get going. So you can see here all of my beautiful bath bombs, and of course my candle that is my tester candle. It's on its third burn at the moment. Even though it doesn't look like it's burning to the edge, it pretty much has got almost to the edge, besides like the smallest tiniest bit not to the edge. So anyway, I'm going to see, we'll do another power burn today and see. So this, I think this is its third burn actually. So, and then yesterday I made these. So these heart ones are my tropical ones, and don't you love these little darlings? I mean, these little molds actually come from Lee Molds in Australia, and I really love them. And these are tiny, like these little tiny the donut ones are really tiny and so cute, and they're about 100 grams actually, and then the hearts are 130 grams, and that's a much, even though that 30 grams really does make a big difference in a big compared to a small bath bomb. Then we have these beautiful darling ones. So these purple ones here are looking just gorgeous. This is actually lavender tea, so I'm going to list them tomorrow, and of course then here I do have my beautiful pink ones as well, and that's sort of a floral inspired one, and then a couple shower steamers that I had to make a few extra ones. So anyway, that's what I'm up to. We're going to wrap all of those up. Oh, and my parcels are going out. I've got their names on. I just need to go over to my Australia Post site online, and then I will log all of those in. I also do need to wrap up 5 Patreon gifts, so I'll be wrapping those up today, and I will get those out tomorrow, I think, and these ones out today. So that's what I'm doing for today. Like I said, lucky Monday, and then I do have a couple other things to do today because it was my birthday yesterday. So I didn't do a lot, although I did make a few bath bombs, but I do need to get some more ingredients today, and I've got to order some more things online again. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It is too cold. The weather is not good enough to make bath bombs. I wish I could, because I really need to make lots. And this is my dehumidifier little thing sorry, not dehumidifier, it's just like a little scale. So the number 63 at the bottom will actually tell me if the humidity is good or not. So to make bath bombs, and it says 63, so that's not very good at all. We want it to be 50 or less, and then we can actually make some beautiful bath bombs. So anyway, that's what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm going to show you everybody, because so you know how cold it is. It's 12 degrees. That's Celsius, so that's pretty cold for Melbourne, very, very cold for Melbourne, because we don't actually get snow where I live, but that is still quite cold. Anyway, like I said, that is what I am doing today, and I am just going to see how this candle goes. I may have to just the flame's quite high, so it was actually good yesterday, but I'm thinking maybe I might just go down one. Anyway, we're going to check a few different ones with that one. Like I said, it is a tester, so we will see, and it's kind of flickering a little bit, so and you can see a tiny bit of soot, so that's not good. We may have to change that wick a little bit, but anyway, that's what we're up to at the moment, and like I said, I'm going to bring you back when I'm doing something a little more exciting. Now, I thought I would show you why I'm actually doing something. So in front of me, I have a little bit of isopropyl and a tiny bit of mica. And just so I know these ones are purple, they're just going to have a little few strikes on them. And this is basically how we're going to just send them out. I mean, you could do whatever pattern you want. I may end up getting a much better, nicer brush than this little tiny one, but I threw out my other ones that were getting a bit old. But anyway, just so that everyone knows that these are beautiful lavender, so that's what I just thought we might just, you know, do a couple little fun kind of strikes. So you can do some dots or something on it. And it's nothing big because, you know, we don't want anything big on these. But anyway, like we said, they look a bit cute, don't they? So now I'm going to let those sit, and I am going to shrink wrap these ones up. And then, of course, we're going to put the heat gun over. Bath bombs, no matter how beautiful they look, they really honestly need to be shrink wrapped. They will not just hold up. They will start to get soft if they're out in the open all the time. And even though I'm going to end up putting them in boxes, they still need to be shrink wrapped. You know, you want to make sure that they're definitely getting to the customer well. I know none of us like doing that because, you know, we would love just to have everything in its raw form, but these ones definitely need to do that. I mean, look, if you're going to sell a bath bomb fast, fine, but sometimes these will actually go to shops and so on. So I definitely suggest that you do that. There's some biodegradable packaging you can do as well. The one I've got is not biodegradable, and the only reason I'm using that is I have the roll. So once I finish the roll up, then we'll go to the biodegradable roll. But anyway, that's what I'm doing for now. So let me keep doing this bit, and we will get on to the next job. All right, everyone, we are back. So what I'm actually going to be doing today is, you can see this is my shrink wrapping machine here. You can see how massive the roll is. I've actually had this roll, you wouldn't believe it, for about 2 years or maybe even more. So I actually did buy this particular machine from a company called Equip Australia. So they're just online. I'll see if I can find the link and pop it in. Now, this is not a biodegradable film, because when I actually got mine, I was finding it really, really hard in Australia to get the bio film. So, and obviously I have it now, so I need to use it up. And once I've actually finished using that one up, then of course I'm going to go to biodegradable film. But so basically I'm just going to wrap them like that, and then of course I do need to just get my heat gun to go over the top. Look, if you don't want to, you could actually just leave them like that. There's lots of soap makers that don't actually use the heat gun on them. They just literally seal them inside, you know, the plastic or the bio film, which actually helps. Now, when you're doing it, make sure you give a bit of room in the middle here, because if you don't, it will literally just rip a hole in the middle, and then you've got to redo it. So, and with bath bombs, you want it really airtight. If it's not airtight, then you're going to have a big problem, because, you know, if they're not airtight, basically that what happens is the air gets into them and actually softens the bath bomb, and then your customer will get it crushed into lots of pieces. And every time I send anything like this, I try and make sure I'm doing my best, you know, to sort of wrap them. So I don't only just do this. What I also do is wrap them with a little bit of biodegradable, it's like a foam or recycled foam. That's something that I definitely do. But you can imagine those inside a box, they are a lot less likely to crack open or smash, I should say, because once they're in a box, it actually just helps to protect them a little bit more. So now these have only been done a day ago. Mine can pretty much be sealed straight away. In summer, honestly, I could probably seal them in 2 hours, because it's so hot in Australia that, you know, the heat's going to help it as well. But we're in winter, so it is, this morning was only about 12 degrees. It's probably maybe 16 degrees Celsius at the moment. So that means I did need to leave them a little bit longer, but these will be fine in here. You just don't want to be putting them in these when you're first done them, because they won't have time to sort of dry out. So it really doesn't take long at all, everybody, to do this. And then if you can kind of see this edge here, so basically use the heat gun, you just press it down and it will make it nice. But I mean, this is not a really hard plastic. If you buy the individual little plastic sleeves, usually it's a much different plastic. It's harder and it's not as smooth and nice as this. This one looks quite sort of shiny and almost like a gloss kind of look. with this particular one. This is a much finer film as well. I did buy this particular big roll from Heirloom many years ago, but lots of people have told me they've actually bought this, they bought the same sort of roll, but the roll isn't the same color. A lot of people are telling me it's like a bluish color, so I'm not sure. But just check that out, you know, like, and let Heirloom know if you're not, you know, if it's not what you want. I would just reach out to them and say, you know, it's not clear. If, you know, and I'm sure that the owners there will be more than happy to help you out and try and fix things a little bit as well. But, and now I do have this one that's only like a half size, so I thought that one's okay. I will give that one away to somebody else. And yeah, and so my goal is to get some boxes made for these. I've designed them. I've just got to change the writing a little bit on a couple of them that I wasn't 100% with the text. So I've got to change that, and my beautiful daughter Pearl is designing me a couple extra things that are going to go on some boxes, because I'm bringing out also a strawberry like ice cream a particular one as well, but I will bring another video out when I make that one. And I do get all my molds now from Lee Molds in Australia. I used to buy them from Cater Molds overseas, so if you're in the US, just go to Cater. I also know the Soap Chef, they actually do also do sort of bath bomb molds, so just look out for them. I'll put their link in this video as well for everybody. And I know Lisa over there will be more than happy to help you out. So like I said, if you're in the US, just go to the Soap Chef. They're really good. And then you're supporting another small little business too. You know, and of course, like I said, there is Cater, which Cater's, you know, a bit bigger, I think. They sell a lot of molds. And they're all, you know, most of these are custom made, or, you know, they're sort of, you know, they make them as they're ordered. So anyway, but we'll see, won't we? So anyway, there are a few places, but like I said, I will add the links down below. And I'm just checking this one because I made a bit of a boo-boo, but I think it's fine. And, you know, with all of my bath bombs as well, I weigh every single one of them in the mold. And I put extra because, remember, they're going to lose a little bit of their weight. So, yeah, so anyway, I hope you have enjoyed just seeing what I'm up to. I'm always up to something new, aren't I? And, oh, I'm going to show you in a minute something super exciting when we go over to the other side. I got my molds, sorry, not my molds. I actually got my labels from Long Story Short. It's the first time I've ordered from them. But I've heard lots of good reports about them. And I opened the packet up and I wanted to cry. They were so beautiful. I mean, absolutely professional looking, like really professional. And, you know, look, I'm like everyone else. I spent years and years making them myself on Cricut. But, you know, I really wanted to step it up to be super professional. So, and I know that these ones are going to be well received. They will be beautiful in a shop, wholesale as well. So we are going to go over there and have a look. So we've done all these. Let's just take them over the other side. I'm going to, like I said, you know, I'm just going to put the heat gun over them, make them beautiful. And then I'll show you the new labels. All right, so I have finished them, everyone. You can see they do have the shrink wrap on them. So this is what it looks like now that it's done, and they'll be beautiful. And then, of course, I do have these beautiful little boxes that you all know that I actually had made. So let me just pop some of these together. And then we are going to just put our little shower steamers in. They fit nice and tight. So, and if you're ever getting anything made like this, because, you know, this cost me a lot of money to get these done. So usually you're spending thousands of dollars getting those done. I would definitely say if you're doing something like that, measure a million times before you order them. I think I must have measured this at least 10 times. I was probably driving the printing company crazy. But, you know, one thing that I'm going to tell everyone, if the printing company is like pressuring you for time, just be honest and tell them, no, I'm not paying yet. I'm not ordering yet. You know, I'm just I'm measuring it again and again because, you know, if it's wrong, they're not going to go and give you a new one. So, you know, they're not going to say, oh, you made a mistake, don't worry, we'll ship out more. They won't. So that's what I definitely suggest. Just make sure you're super, you know, it's really hard because, you know, none of us want to say, hey, you know, can you wait? You sort of feel a bit like you have to. And when I first started doing the printing, I felt really pressured to get the printing done. But, you know, in the end, I always say, look, don't. Just take your time. Anyway, so that is for that. They are done. Now, my things from Long Story Short came in. So we can pop a couple of these here so that I can show you up nice and close. I'm sure that you want to see them. So I actually did all the design work and then they printed it for me. So these are the back of my labels. Don't they look so cool? And remember, my daughter Pearl, she actually designed all of these for me. So these are all my own images. I own the rights to all of those. As I said, my daughter is an artist, my 17-year-old. So that's what she actually did for me. And look how beautiful these are. I hope you can see. Can you see this kind of gold? Beautiful. I mean, so I got hundreds and hundreds of them made. So I have this one. This is my new hand and body lotion called Raspberry Fig. I've already made some, so I am going to pop it in the bottle. I will actually do it in a second to show you. This is the next one, which is called Magnolia and Orchid. It's a beautiful orchid kind of scent, and it's just like a cottony, very soft but beautiful. That's a really nice one as well. And if anyone is asking me what the scents are, none of my scents are one. I always mix lots and lots and do lots of blending to make sure I have something a bit more unique. So because I know someone's going to ask. This is my apricot tea. It probably doesn't show up here, but it's a really like soft peach kind of color. They all have the gold. I definitely decided I really wanted it. And the gold costs more money, but it's worth it. And these are my Barry's daughter. My beautiful daddy would have been so proud of these. He would have thought they were absolutely amazing. So I know you're going to love them. So let's get a lotion bottle and we will actually pop them on there. So I have actually done the Raspberry Fig one last night. So let me just go and grab that bottle and we're going to pop it on here. Now, I think I did show everyone. My husband made these little crosses and they're just two pieces that sit together. And then when I actually do the bottles, I just sit them in here. So if you can kind of see like this, this one's obviously empty, but basically that's what I do. And then it enables you to easily put the sticker on top. So anyway, so if any of you are handy or know someone handy, make something like that. It definitely comes in super handy for you and you will not regret doing it. I promise you, you'll be so happy that you did it. And then of course, you know, get your label and put it on very carefully because we want this to look absolutely darling. So this is my label. Doesn't it look beautiful? So like I said, that is the new bottles. I absolutely love them. I'm really in love with them. And of course, then they're going to have the back label. So let me just pop on this back label and I'll show you. Hopefully I've got this in view of everyone. So we know that's the front. So, and I always make sure that the pump bottle is facing the same way. And then of course, we're going to put these ones on. And you can get different labels from them as well, and then that's the back. Doesn't it look professional? So they are going to be my new ones. So grab them on my site once I list them. I'll be listing them today or tomorrow. But this video would have already gone out by then. So I hope you absolutely love it. Doesn't it look so fancy? Anyway, we have done those. I'm very, very excited. I will definitely give them a review, a very good review, because they came in super fast time, and I mean, they had a sale too, so I'm actually surprised. I thought it might take longer because of the sale, the mid-year sales. Anyway, we are done. I hope you have loved this little video during midweek, and I'm going to catch up with you later because it is about 5 in the afternoon and it is only 14.4 degrees. It does say on my little thermometer. And when I say 14, of course, that is Celsius because we work off Celsius in Australia. All right, make sure you give me a thumbs up. I'll see you on the next video. Bye, friends.